right, we're live again. We are in between sessions again. Again, only 2 sessions. And so Whitney and I went to one together. And Anastasia got screwed because she went to the really boring one and fell asleep. Actually, she did not.
I did not fall asleep. I did not fall asleep. Don't make me sound bad.
She didn't go to sleep, but she
My boss
really...
might see this.
So actually, let's let you talk about yours first because
Yes.
it wasn't
Google Analytics. It was. I feel like the talk was very geared towards kind of bigger businesses, and that's not really our clientele. But I did, there are takeaways from it. Specifically, you have to pay attention to your analytics. You have to, and it's really just looking like where are they going to your site? Are they going to your site on a cell phone? Are they going to a site on your website? How long are they spending on your site? Where are they going on your site? Like what pages? So these are the things that you need to be looking at to really maximize that the person's visit to your site.
right.
And maybe capture them and convert. I mean, which is the goal of every website, right? We're not just putting information out there just for the sake of information. Exactly. At the end of the day, we're all trying to grow our businesses. So,
which is actually something I'm going to say, and I didn't warn you I was going to say this before we started, but
never does.
I never do. but it's interesting because you said one of the things that you said he said was the person who's doing the measuring, that should be its own separate project. That should not be as part of the project. Yeah. And I disagree with that. And I disagree even if you are a really big business, because I think people, they don't talk. So you hear about this, right?
He did say they should have a seat at the table.
A seat at the table. I get it. But I think it's really easy to say, I'm going to have a seat at the table and not teach the people who are actually doing it to be paying attention to those numbers as well.
Yes.
I really think it's sort of like when sales and marketing are talking. That makes no sense. So you have to, the person who's doing analytics, maybe yes, it's a separate person, but it can't just be a completely separate thing. I think it has to be, they really go hand in hand.
Oh, definitely. So, I mean, it's just like when we're creating social and putting social out there. We've got to be looking. You've got to be looking at who's looking at it. What's the audience? Who are the people that are looking at it? What time of day? Like, how are they engaging? I mean, it's just the same thing. There's analytics for everything. So it's really, absolutely. It's just, I think the takeaway from that is analytics are important, regardless of the platform that you're on, whether it's a website or a social media or email marketing, whatever it is. You need to look at the numbers. You need to look at what people are looking at and how engaging it is so that you know how to create it.
Exactly. Well, and where are you losing them? Because we've had clients who said, oh, lots of people are coming to my website, but nobody's buying. Well, why aren't they buying? Where is your button for buying? What are your words that you're using? How are you losing them, right? That analytics thing, how are you losing them? Whitney and I went to see
Jessica Phillips.
Jessica Phillips with a K. Jessica with a K. I loved her.
Yeah, no, she was great, but it builds into the Google Analytics because she shared that 90% of buying decisions happen on Google, and that 60% of them happen before they've even contacted the business.
They've made that
decision. That was right at the beginning. She caught our attention right from the beginning.
Exactly.
And it was about building that relationship. That marketing is about relationships. It's not really about your product, right?
And it's one of the things that we say all the time, that if you're not building relationships, and I loved it, she says, organic first and then everything else. You've got to do the organic because you've got to start building those relationships. And it can't just be about sales. People are like, I want to sell this product. I'm like, that's great, but what are you giving them? How are you reacting to people? How are you having relationships with them? So your takeaway was really cool. It was probably the best part of the thing.
Sure. So. How to out-care your competition. And it is actually an acronym, but it also comes from your care for what you're doing. Right?
Absolutely. I thought it was amazing. Because I think that's something that we say all the time. As a matter of fact, we did a workshop this morning, and they said basically, what is the one thing that stands out about what you? And we're like, we nurture the hell out of our clients. So that's it.
We genuinely care.
We care.
And that's what she ended with. Her very end said, I care a lot. It's
sort of my thing. That's what she said. It's sort of my thing. I love that. I thought she was great. I loved, and as a matter of fact, you'll find me, if you're a client, you will get a text from me this week because I text you in the middle of these things and say, oh, we should do this for you. And one of the things I texted, we work with Sunday PC, which is a new PC company. The PC is like that big. and it sits on your desk, and it's cute. And anyway, it's wonderful. But we talked about manifestos. And and I started thinking, like, we have, if you look at ours, we sort of have a manifesto. It's not about Ann, right? It's Ann social media and marketing, but it's not about Ann. But then we started talking for us. We believe small businesses power our communities. We absolutely believe that. That's why we care so much about our clients. We believe business owners are brave, powerful, and lonely. And that lonely part comes in a lot because it's why we're willing to answer the phone all the time. As a matter of fact, this morning we were in the middle of a session and a client messaged and he says, "Can you talk?" And I said, "Do you need me right now or can you wait until the session is over?" And he's like, "You can call me tomorrow." We called him right after the session because it matters to us. We believe we don't have to be alone, right? We're there for them, but it's also part of our Brokers and Mans for Suicide Prevention, right? And we believe that working together means 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, it equals 3. Working together, we can build your business so much more than if you're doing it yourself. So the point of that is to say this brand manifesto, these we believe statements are really powerful. This was so easy for me to write out. And it was easy for me to write out because we believe it. We really do. So anyway, what is your manifesto? What are you doing? How are you doing it? That's it. Where are we going next?
Is this manifesto what she was talking about?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's like
the term
brand.
that she used.
Mhm. She's like, who's heard of a brand manifesto?
See, I haven't heard it
Yeah.
as a brand. I always think of like you are.
So not a
Totally
manifesto
separate.
like
I was
that.
there,
Totally
yeah.
separate.
That's right.
So,
When you said that, I was like, oh, that's an interesting
Yes.
word. But yeah, okay. So
It's to
if anybody
really
else
dial
was
it
thinking
in.
that when they saw that, I also
Exactly.
love that.
So some of the stuff we're going to talk about next week, in the next few weeks on Marketing Moms. But for right now, this is what you get. You get something a little bit, 5 minutes, 10 minutes between each session. Where are we going next?
Oh, let me bring it out. All right.
So Anastasia, while you look, I'm going to say the brand manifesto in her words, and Jessica's words are one statement of who you are, what you do, your declaration to your client. It should be like one sentence. Like,
She said that, but then she gave an example.
then she shared Apple's brand
Manifesto about,
which was a paragraph. But that you build your paragraph, but you want to have your statement, and then you have your
exactly.
What was Apple's brand like?
Oh, it's the one
the
about
crazy ones, the weird ones.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
exactly, the misfits.
Okay.
Exactly.
So lucky last for today, I'm going to the e-commerce email marketing playbook for brands, agencies, and freelancers.
Awesome.
And you got, I don't know where. I'm sure
I'm going to the
Whitney's
pool. No. I was thinking out.
She is not.
Whitney, Ian is going to how to easily craft a powerful brand story, a storytelling framework.
Yes, that's going to be great.
That's going to be
I probably
we'll
picked
probably
that
pick
too.
I know.
I did pick
she
my
just-
calendar
Whitney
with-
does not
with
like me today.
Yes, I'm her favorite.
It's her favorite. She knows who, but she knows
You
who
picked
says
the
the
most
checks.
interesting things to go to.
Exactly. I will say I cheated and I chose mine first, and then I said you guys can choose after that.
Yeah.
So
That's what happens when you pay for it.
That's what happens when you pay for it. But we will see you in an hour and a half or a little more than that. And then we'll be done for the night, and there will be margaritas tonight. So if you're in,
Maybe we'll do
Are
it.
we
happy
sure?
hour.
Are we sure? Did we get a reservation?
we will not get margaritas when we got them last night. But come if you see us, buy us a margarita. Thanks. See you later. Bye.
Oh goodness.